Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. Today's video is a collaboration video, and this series was actually created by Lexi Jong here on YouTube. So that's actually the first person that is a part of this collab, but also the creator of this series, and that is the Nailed It series. Basically what it is every other week we find a makeup look that either someone had sent to us or that we had found on our own and thought it would be fun to recreate. And so you guys know that baking show Nailed It, where they kind of show you this like beautiful cake and they expect you to make it, and your turnout's usually not as great. So basically this is that series, but I think that the outcomes have been good so far from what I've seen. This is my first time doing it, so I'm super excited. If you guys haven't checked out Lexi Jong's channel, please do go ahead and do so. I'm gonna have all of the ladies linked down below that are participating this week, so you can go check out their videos as well as their channels. Lexi does a lot of luxury reviews, luxury product reviews. She's very, very knowledgeable, and I think I actually met her, or discovered her, I should say, through a live. I think, was it Suzana and Yadi that were doing that live? I think that's where it was. It was there, every month they do like this luxury products that they've been loving, or like luxury favorites type of live content that they do. So that's where I discovered Lexi, and her content is amazing. The next person participating this week is another person I've been following for quite some time now, and that is All Feisty. She is another luxury queen here on YouTube. Amazing hair. Just gonna say amazing hair. I mean, you're looking at it. And she's such a wonderful person, and her content is always so great and to the point. I love that. So do go check hers out as well. Person participating is Suzana Torres. Suzana is gorgeous. Again, another luxury channel. I feel like, am I the only one that's not really luxury? Like, maybe. I might be the outsider. I don't really buy a whole lot of luxury. You guys know that about me. It's just not my jam, It's just not my jam. But I do love watching luxury makeup, just unboxings, product reviews, because again, it is about the experience, but it's an experience that I can't really afford. So I just live vicariously through all these wonderful people. And the final creator that is participating is Amanda Beth. Is that her YouTube name? Yeah, it is Amanda Beth. I just had to remember because I know her username on Instagram is the Book of Amanda with underscores between each word. I don't think she does specifically luxury makeup. I know she kind of goes all over the place, which I love that kind of content. Kind of gives you a whole mixture of things. She's very new to me. I just met her about 2 weeks ago through this group. Following her on Instagram and YouTube, and you know what? She's just got such a great variety of content. I think you guys would really enjoy her. The thing I love about all these content creators is that they're very real. I think sometimes we get lost in the big time ones that are, a little bit too studio, and I just love that there's so much realism between all of these ladies, and I'm so excited to do this Nailed It challenge with them, and I hope that I can do this look some justice, because the look that they found for this week is beautiful, and I just don't know if I can pull it off on my eye shape, but we'll see. So here it is. Here is the eye look. You've probably already seen it in the thumbnail, but there it is. So gorgeous, very soft kind of face makeup, but then a very kind of sharp eye. I don't know how I'm gonna do that. We're gonna try it. So I'm gonna pull you guys in a little bit closer, and then we're gonna get right into it. All right, so you guys know me, I'm a very eyes first type of person. That's just the way I'm gonna do it this time too. Hopefully my face is not too cut off. We're just gonna deal, because I really wanted you guys to see that, or how I create this look, I guess you could say. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to cut the shape of the eyes. And I think I'm going to use tape today too. We'll see how this goes. I'm going to try to keep talking to the minimum, because I don't really want this to be a super long video. So what I do with my tape is I usually put it on the back of my hand a couple times so that it's not super sticky, because we all know our eye area is very sensitive, and you don't want to be pulling on that skin too much, especially with something that's sticky like tape. I think that's gonna be a good shape. Also, just be very gentle with the removal of the tape. I'm just gonna put that out there because it can feel a bit weird. And the reason, yeah, I think I explained it, but the reason I, you know, put it on and off my hand is I just try to remove the stickiness a bit so that it's not, you know, extreme. I used to do my makeup like this all the time with tape. Maybe I should buy like those little elf tapes. Okay, I've got my tape on. I look kind of crazy. So now I know with the shape, I'm gonna have to have my phone up because I really need to look at this in order to achieve it. So the shape is very kind of cat eye. Like I feel like it goes very, like if I go with my brush, it goes very like, so I think I'm gonna have to play with the actual shape of my eye and then kind of bring it down and swoop it out. Might have to work backwards. We'll see. So I'm gonna go in with my ABH eye primer. That looks like this. Okay, so I'm gonna start just with the lid. Ooh, I'm so scared. I think what I'll do today, you guys, is I'm gonna really walk you through the eye look because I think that's kind of the focal point. And for everything else, I'm gonna tell you like what I'm using, but I'm not gonna go into like, you know, an insane amount of detail. I don't want this to be like an hour-long video because you guys all know me that watch my channel. I can be very talkative and I get very easily distracted. Also, if you're coming over from any of the other ladies' channels, thank you so much for hopping on over and checking out my video. And if you choose to subscribe, welcome to our little family here. I'm more than happy to have you. We've been growing here, you guys, like over the last couple of days, especially. Like I think not even that long ago, I want to say a few days ago, I was just at about 415 of you, and now all of a sudden we're at like 444 today. It's crazy to me that many people even want to watch me. I don't know why it's so wild. This is really hard to do a look that you see on a different eye shape on your own eye, especially when you're not a makeup artist, because I am not one. I'm just self-learned. I learned everything I learned off of YouTube. So I'll show you one eye and then I'm gonna do the other one, like off camera, I think. Is that looking close? I feel like I went too high up. We're gonna try and brush. I know I shouldn't be dragging my eyes, you guys, but I just have to do it for this one. Also, if you hear any weird background noises, I have a window like right up there and it sounds like it's raining. So it sounds like it's like the rain gutter is just like dumping water. Okay, now I'm going to take the smallest amount and I just want to make this part a little more. Oop, our tape's coming off. And I know it kind of went to like the end of her brows. See, and this is the thing about like makeup. You got to realize that what looks one way on someone else won't always look the same on you because your eye shape could be completely different. And so it's weird to me also because this look doesn't go really far up above the brow bone either. Well, she has smaller lid space than I do, so hers kind of does, but because I have so much lid space to work with, I don't think I really need to, but I think the shape is looking good so far. So I'm just gonna speed through the next little bit. Okay, so far I think that the shape is looking good. Now for the actual palette, for the shades on the eyes, I'm gonna go in with my Enduring Love palette from Sydney Grace. I have not used this yet, but I was looking at it and some of the tones in here kind of give me that vibe. Like this is a kind of greeny shade and I think I'm gonna go in olivey tone with the eye look. I think hers is more like it's got a hint of olive in it, it feels like. So I'm gonna go in with this shade and then have this one on the outer corner because it does look like it blends out into a darker shade. The other thing I'm noticing is she also has a really sharp wing going in a very dark brown. So I think I'm going to use, sorry, that's purple, this one here to kind of create that sharp wing before I start getting into like the eyelid, because I feel like that'll kind of give us a basis to start with, and then I can always go in and retouch up the wing as well. So I just need a really sharp angled brush for that. I don't know if the shade is going to be dark enough, but we're just going to go with it. And if I need to darken it, there's like a bit of a black. Actually, maybe I'll mix a little bit of it. We'll see. Let's see. I'm going to go along the tape. Just want to see the image again. So it goes not all the way to the end of this, but like about there. And then it starts kind of thickening up. I'm just brushing it off on my towel because I don't want the full amount of color right now, because I can always go in with more later. So you can actually even go in with a lighter color. Another thing you could do is use your bronzer for this bit. Then what I'll keep doing is showing you on one eye, and then I'll do the other one and then move on to the next step, I guess. So there, and I think I want to start connecting it. I'm not the best at this on this angle. Maybe I'll turn this way a little. It's really hard actually sometimes doing this with powder because you don't get the most accurate. I feel like it's a little bit thicker than hers, but again, I have to remember different eye shape. Different eye shapes will create slightly different eyeliner too. This one's really challenging me because of the eye shape, so I don't typically do shapes like this on my eyes because I don't know if they suit me. We'll find out today. So I think that's looking good for shape so far. Yeah, I think that's doing good for shape so far. I'm going to do that same bit on the other eye, and then we'll come back and focus on the lid. The only thing I'm realizing now is the way that I've taped it off. I should have done it closer to my lash line because she doesn't have anything going on the lower lashes except for lower lash mascara. But I think what I might do is I might just close it off on the outside corner of my eye, and we'll just have to like somehow blend it in because again, eye shape. Okay, so let's go in and put something on the lids. I think first I'm going to go into this shade named John, which is kind of like a, I don't know if you can tell, it's like a pewtery olive tone. And then I'm going to blend it into Diana, which is like a deeper kind of olive shade. It's just what I'm seeing, except this Diana shade is a little bit deeper, I think, than I want to go. But that's okay, because see, this one's too silver. This is that Albert shade. It's just too kind of charcoaly gray for me. So we're gonna go in with those two. Okay, I think I'm gonna use this tiny little shader brush that I have from Lancome. I'm gonna start with my inner corner, and I want to cover every bit of that eyeshadow primer that I laid down. Otherwise it's gonna start to look really, really weird. I think that's a really beautiful shade. So pretty. And we're going to move into that Diana shade and put it right kind of on the outer bits first. See how much deeper that is? We'll slowly work it into the lighter shade. Beautiful. I love that color. Oh, that's so pretty. I just don't know if I'm loving this shape on my eyes, you guys. Okay, now let's put the Diana shade on the other side. I think I'm gonna slightly alter this shape to be more like that rather than with the dip, because I think this suits my eye shape a little bit better. Like I'm already like, look at this and then look at that, just looks a little awkward. I think if I had her eye shape it would look maybe a little bit better, but, and I'm not gonna set down any primer for that bit. I think it's just okay for it to be like right up there. I think I might deepen. So this shade is not actually a black, this Boaz shade, it's not actually black. It's more like a brown black or black brown. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that very lightly and I'm going to start deepening up this kind of liner part. I don't know if it's just like the lighting. I almost feel like that set's a little darker. No, I think it's just the lighting. I have a little pencil brush, the the 03. See, I'm always thinking Sigma. It's a 03. Oh, I have an Apollo hair fuzz. And I'm going to go into that John shade on this. And I'm just going to really define on both sides. How that's looking. Okay, so that's where we're at. I think okay, we're gonna put the palette down for now, and I think we're gonna go into the base. I'm gonna pull this off very gently. You see that sharp edge? Oh my god, it's so weird looking at my eye shape like this. So weird to me. Okay, I'm gonna move into the base. I'm not gonna do this all on screen, but I will let you know exactly what I'm using. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my primer on. I'm gonna use this Too Faced Hangover RX because I'm a little bit dry. This has coconut in it, so if you're allergic to coconut or don't like coconut derived things, don't buy this. I really like this for my skin. Also, it's silicone free, so that's really nice. This is the Urban Decay Optical Illusion Complexion Primer. I really like this for just filling pores on the areas where I need trouble. Usually it's just my nose and this inner cheek bit, sometimes up here, not always. Okay, so my face is all primed. As you can see, it added just a little bit of natural glow. By the way, when I said this has coconut in it, it's not coconut oil, it's coconut water. Yeah, coconut water. So next what I'm going to do is I'm going to color correct and then I'm going to go in with my base. So for color correction, I always use my Vasanti VO2 Orange Concealer. This helps correct the darkness under my eyes and also around my mouth and chin area. So I always use this for that. And then I am going to go in with my foundation over that, which I'm going to be mixing my Juvia's and my NARS Radiant Longwear. Okay, so I have my foundation on. For concealer, we're going to go in with this one by Dose of Colors. So Dose of Colors Meet Your Hue. The shade I'm using is 17 Medium Tan. I'm just going to brighten a little bit under the under eye area, a little bit down the nose. I think I might brighten the forehead area just a little as well, and just a little bit on the chin. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and set my under eye. And I'm just going to use my e.l.f. Matte Blotting Powder. I love this powder. As you can tell, I have Hit Pen on it. I don't set my whole face, you guys. I just set under the eyes. So for a $6 powder, this works for me. The other area I like to set is just here around my mouth where you get those, you know, what are they called? Like marionette lines. Now, to bring a little bit of life back into my face, we need a little bronzer. So for bronzer, I'll probably finish up the eyes at the end, you guys, because I always do this. So Milani Silky Matte Bronzer in Suntan is what I'm going to use, because looking at the image, it doesn't look like she has a ton of bronzer on, or at least from what I could tell, it doesn't look like she's, you know, completely bronzed up. So we just need a little something. I know you're not supposed to contour with bronzer, but I do it anyways, okay? For blush, it seems like her blush is like a pink blush. So I think I'm gonna use this one. This is the Bare Minerals Gen Nude in Call My Blush. I just feel like it's very pink. Oops. And it seems like that's what she's got on. And it kind of looks like she's also done like kind of that Aspen Cheeks vibe, like that Kate the Great does. So she brings it down quite a bit, and so I'm going to do that too, and I'm going to swoop up. Same thing on the other side, just kind of following your cheek. I don't know, that's just the vibe that I'm getting from her, is that she's doing this like major, you know, aspen cheeks. Like I've been sitting out in the cold and my face is frozen. And from what I'm noticing, she's also brought some of the blush over her nose. And I love doing this. And then, so she's got a very prominent like nose highlight. So for highlight, I can't really tell what kind of tone she's got going on. It doesn't look like she's got anything on her cheekbones, but I might add a little bit. I'm gonna go into my Kevyn Aucoin, what is this? The Celestial Powder in the shade Starlight. It's kind of pink toned. I'm gonna pop it on the nose first. I don't know if it's gonna be like enough. I feel like it is. I can probably go in with the finger and really kind of pop it on there. And it looks like she's just kept it to kind of the tip of her nose. Okay, and then I'm just gonna pop a little bit, just lightly, because I want a little bit of glow. I don't think that it's that she doesn't have any. I think she does, but, and it also looks like she's highlighted the center of her forehead, at least from what I can tell. So we're just gonna do maybe right above the forehead there. Yeah, I think that's good because it's nothing like overtly crazy. Because she does have a little bit of like glow to her skin, nothing wild though, but I can't imagine that she's not wearing like any highlighter. So we'll just go with that. It's not, I mean, you know, it's still kind of like, it's more glossy looking than blinding, I feel like, but you know me, you guys. I use like a very blinding highlight. It looks like she has very like cat eye lashes on. So maybe we'll do lashes too, like false lashes. I can't tell if those are her natural. No, she's definitely got falsies on. So for brows though, it doesn't look like they've done much. They just kind of combed them up. Mine will never stay like that, so I just decided we're not gonna fill them in, but we're gonna use a clear brow gel. I'm gonna go curl my lashes and then I'll come back and decide what falsies we're gonna put on. I don't wanna apply lashes, but I think I'm going to because it looks like they have some. So these ones are more tapered on the inner corner and they kind of flare out. I have used these before, so this is probably like the second or third wear on these. So they're probably not even in the best shape, let's be honest. Obviously lashes I'm gonna do off camera because I don't really know who's able to do them on camera because I sure cannot. So let me apply these and I'll be right back. Okay, so lashes are on and I think I'm gonna tight line a little bit. So I'm just gonna put some on the inner rim. I'm gonna do this off camera because it's always really creepy, you know? I'm just gonna go ahead and apply some mascara on my top and bottom lashes. The top just to blend them into my falsies, and then obviously with the bottom, because she's got bottom lash mascara going on, even though there's nothing underneath her eyes, I think it'll add a cute little touch. Okay, and then finally we just have the lips left, and now it looks like she just has like very little pigment in her lips, and therefore she's just got kind of a pink gloss on. Different story for your, you know, women of color. So we're gonna go ahead. I think I'm gonna use my Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat in Pillow Talk, and that's what I'm gonna kind of line my lips with. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just gonna clean off my mirror here. I'm gonna line my lips with the Pillow Talk Lip Cheat. And then I'm just gonna go ahead using the same pencil. I'm gonna fill it all in. Okay, so now that I've got kind of that pink blush tone on my lips, I'm gonna use this lip, this is a lip lacquer from e.l.f. It is in the shade Wild Rose. It's just a bunch of numbers, but it's just a very pink tone. And I thought this would look really cute. It's like a kind of candy pink almost. I've never used this, so I don't really know how it is like sticky wise or whatever, but I'm just gonna add a little bit of gloss. It's a very like thin consistency of gloss. I really like it. But it is a little bit more on the sticky side, I will say that. Yeah, I think this is the perfect color for this type of look. It's really, really pretty. You know, I wonder though, this is that pink blush that I'm giving away, remember? I might take some of this just on a brush. It doesn't really show up on me, but I just want to see. Oh, it works as like a topper. Okay, so I'm just gonna add some of this actually to both sides. You guys know I love a heavy blush, and she's got a lot of blush going on too, so I'm totally there for that. All right, guys, so there it is, the finished look. Let me know what you think. Do you think that I nailed it? I don't know. I'm not really sure. I'm looking at it in the mirror and I feel like I did pretty good. But you know, we have to take into account my skin tone is totally different. My skin texture is totally different. The pigment on my lips is different. My eye shape is different. My eyebrows are different. I'm not gonna look like her twin. Let's just be real, right? So I was talking to a couple of friends about this, about how when we see these types of looks on very fair-skinned models and we think we need to be able to recreate exactly that, or like we can't look like that. So she made a good point, one of my friends, that this kind of challenge allows for, you know, people like me of a completely different skin tone and eye shape and eyebrow shape than the model that we, you know, recreated this look from. And she said we need people out there to be able to show us how to get these looks and still be able to pull them off even if we look completely different, and how they would look on different eye shapes, different skin tones, and all that kind of stuff. So I thought she made a really, really good point. So with that whole, you know, piece of information in my head, I feel like I did a really good job. But I think I did a fairly good job. I think I pulled it off really, really well. I'm looking at it kind of in the viewfinder. From what I can tell, it looks pretty good. Let me know in the comments down below what you think. I want to know, do you think I nailed it? And please don't forget to go over and check out all of the other wonderful ladies and their videos. I'm going to have everyone's links down below directly to their video of their version of Nailed It, and I want to see what you guys think. So I'll see you guys over on the comments on everybody else's videos just shortly, but do let me know what you think. Do you think I nailed it? Do you think I did a pretty good job? Obviously you've seen the close-ups and everything of the look by now, and I just think it looks fabulous. I love how it turned out. I didn't think I was going to be able to pull this off, you guys. I really didn't. But I'm so pleased. I am so pleased with how this looks. I am so excited, and I can't wait to go take some photos now and share my look. Well, I mean, I've already shared it with you guys, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Hopefully this video wasn't too long, and if it was, sorry. I'm sorry. If you guys are new from any of the other ladies' channels, thank you so much for tuning in and checking out my video. I hope that you do decide to stay, and if you don't, that's totally okay too, but thanks so much for coming by. If you guys go over to the other ladies' channels, please be sure to let them know I sent you, because I love to see when people come over from other channels, or when people find people through me. Like, I love knowing that that's how our community grows. It's so much fun for me to learn that information. So do leave a comment on their video letting them know that you came over from my channel. And also, if you're over from anyone else's channel, let me know whose channel you found me via, because I want to know. That's all for this one. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up or thumbs down, depending on whether you enjoyed this video or not. And don't forget to subscribe. But that's it for this one, you guys. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy, and be kind. Bye.